Let's take a look at the Terra in the color Maple Frost. Okay, so let's do an unboxing. This is a considerably shorter box and lighter box compared to the Ren. Look at that color. Wow. It reminds me a lot of the maple sugar. Yeah, the maple sugar are, but let's see here. And I don't have a maple sugar to compare, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. This is really lightweight. It feels really, really feathery. Okay, so let's remove the forms here. Here's the hang tag. I'm going to go ahead and remove those as well so we can look at the cap and get this applied. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Same silky fine fiber as we find here in Ren. Okay. So let's take it inside out here so I can show you the cap real quick. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. You'll see right away what I'm talking about. So what we have here is a lace front monofilament part in the middle. So this is a middle monofilament part. So this monofilament lace, it's a single unit, there's no seams. It's very, very thick and scratchy. This is one thing about the RENE of Paris brand, that this lace is super hardy. It's gonna stand up to anything, but it is a bit scratchy and rough, okay? Thick, all right. In terms of being shiny, I'm not really noticing that. Sometimes we can get into a shiny lace front, and if you just want to dab on some like foundation powder or something, sometimes that's all it takes. And then we have a rose lace covered ear tab here, lots of fiber spliced in, and then just a standard velvet nape with strap type adjusters, black cap, which makes sense. Again, not much stretch on this one. So we're gonna take a look at this fit just the same way we did with Ren. They run this little bit of lace here right across the seams. And there's a little bit of fiber spliced in around there. So I'm expecting that this will give a nice look from the front, just because they've gone the extra measure to obscure that seam there where the lace front meets the ear tab. I love it when they extend the lace out through the ear tab, and that just gives you a little bit of extra flexibility with styling off the face. Okay. Okay, shake, shake, shake. And then I do want to loosen that, although it doesn't look bad, does it? Let me do just a little bit there along that lace part, monofilament lace part in the middle. Interesting. I must have missed that when I was reading the specs. But that's okay, because typically they do things like that when it's going to give a special look to the style. Wow, that fiber it's just gorgeous, guys. It feels so pretty. Okay. All right, time for the big application and reveal. I'm gonna remove this Ren here and pop on the Terra. Okay, now this one fits exactly like the Ren, so I'm just going to make a very small adjustment. For the most part, it's extremely average. 21.5 to 22.5, I think, would probably be able to wear this, which is nice because It's not too small, it's not too big. I think this is going to fit most circumferences. Okay. So even though you've got the middle monofilament part, don't forget you've got this 1.5 inch space in which to do your parting too. Doesn't have to be straight down the middle, especially towards the front, because the mouth of that part, when it bleeds out into the lace front, is very large, and you can have a lot of flexibility there. Let me find a parting space that I think I would like. I'm usually just left of center. So even though the main part runs down the center, I think I'll still try to get a little bit of a left of center part. These front pieces are about 10 inches. And I'm getting them to where they just kind of feather back and then around the face. That's just overall, I think, a better and more flattering look for me. That's just a personal preference. And it helps me get through the review without having to use combs and things. So I don't want to spend too much time on this front piece right here. I want to be able to move into the color and specs for you here. But this is a really cute wavy bob, A-line type bob. That front piece, as I mentioned, is around 10.5 inches. Yeah, that seems about right. About 9 inches on the crown area here. Now there's a 2-inch nape, but it seems like that has really nice coverage back there, especially because the crown kind of overlaps. There's a little bit of beveling stacking in the back, which really accentuates the curliness. The style weighs around 3.5 ounces. It feels really lightweight on the head. And then, as I mentioned, it does feature the lace front middle monofilament part assembly. Let's get up close on this lace front. So it's really hard for me to see any kind of detail here in the camera. The seams seem well obscured there, which is nice. They did a good job. Sometimes you can see those seams. What I feel like is a problem, though, it's very naughty looking there at the lace front. It's thick and uniform all the way across, and a lot of you really feel like that is a dead giveaway that it's a wig, right? But I'm glad for the lace front. That does give you a lot more styling options. So let's talk about this color, Maple Frost. So more of a medium warm brown base color. And then in there I see two other colors, more of a light toffee, which is like a caramel, almost has a bit of auburn touch to it, like a light auburn. And then I see some more neutral light blonde in there for a highlight, so like a honey blonde. So all in all, this is a beautiful mixture. It almost has a little bit of an auburn look to it. I don't think this is red, but I do feel like the combination of warm browns and your little bit of a light auburn toffee and then the honey blonde make a beautiful warm mix. The volume is really nice. The shape of the style is super cute, easy to wear just up off of the collar. This reminds me a little bit of the lemonade style by Beltress. If you like that, the longer front pieces and then lots of volume and curl on a wedge type back. So there's not a ton of PERMATEASE on the style. There's definitely some. You're going to find it all around the top, at the crown. Virtually none at the nape, actually, because that nape is rather fine at the bottom. You don't want that sticking out. Some here at the temple and sides. And there's definitely a way to slim the profile of the wig without smashing it to your head. What you want to do is just warm up the heat, warm up your hands through friction. And it's really cold in this room. I'm not going to get a whole lot of heat. But then get up under the fiber into the PERMATEASE layer and then just smash it down towards the scalp. The heat from your head and the heat from your hands will compress and shrink that PERMATEASE a little and should yield a slimmer profile in the areas that you want that effect. Okay, these unboxings always take a little longer. They're more unstructured, just sort of a free discussion about whatever comes to mind for me. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you get something out of it. What we're gonna do now is I'll do a side-by-side for you in both indoor and outdoor light. And then maybe I'll pick up and just do a little bit of styling just so you can see how each of these wig styles move and react and perform under styling conditions.